Greetings everybody, I'm Arlo White at the Home Depot Center in Carson, California, and this is your recap on SoundersFC.com. So the status quo remains in the Western Conference. The LA Galaxy still have a 4-point lead over the Seattle Sounders after a 0-0 draw here tonight, but the Sounders at least snapped that 5-game MLS losing streak against the Galaxy. It was an entertaining game, it was eventful, the Sounders could have gone ahead early. A Fredy Montero penalty saved by Brian Perk in the 18th minute, and we'll get to that in the highlights very shortly. But first, to the lineups for these two sides tonight. For Seattle, 2 changes from the side that beat New England 2-1 last weekend. Fredy Montero back from a quad injury, and Osvaldo Alonso returned after his yellow card suspension. 4 changes for the LA Galaxy. Landon Donovan back from Gold Cup duty. Brian Perk, his MLS debut in goal in the absence of the injured Donovan Ricketts and the suspended Josh Saunders. One surprise from Bruce Arena tonight. He selected David Beckham for the bench. Let's get to the action then. This is the first chance of the match. The Sounders settled really quickly. Roger Levesque getting on the end of this low ball from Fredy Montero. Unfortunately couldn't get over the shot and chipped it over Brian Perk's crossbar and into the crowd. Crucial moment this, 17th minute. Fredy Montero with a spectacular attempted overhead kick, and it goes into the elbow of Omar Gonzalez, and Ricardo Salazar has no hesitation. He points to the spot, and it's a penalty kick. Take a look at the replay here. Super athleticism from Montero, and that's definitely arm to ball instead of ball to arm. Gonzalez, that's the right decision by Salazar for me, and it's a penalty kick. But up steps Fredy Montero. Brian Perk in goal, yet to make a save, but he pulls off the save here to his right-hand side. A nice height for a goalkeeper. Big moment for Brian Perk, and a big miss by Fredy Montero. The Sounders continue to attack. Corner kick from Tyson Wahl, and there's John Kennedy Hurtado, a glancing header wide of the far post. He did all the hard work, super climb by him, lost his marker, just couldn't power that ball with his forehead into the back of the net, and his wait for a second Sounders goal continues. Here's the best chance of the first half for the LA Galaxy. Some nice build-up play here. Look at this ball from Barrett, edge of the area, into Angel. Is onside. That is not like Juan Pablo Angel. Record goal scorer for the New York Red Bulls. Designated player here in LA. Even he looks at the linesman, expecting to be given offside. He wasn't, and that was a chance miss. So 0-0 at the break at the Home Depot Center. Chances more at a premium in the second half. Angel with the best for the LA Galaxy. Look at this, a wonderful fingertip save by Kasey Keller, and he forces the ball onto the post. That's the closest LA came in the second half. The Sounders almost stealing it at the death. A Tyson Wahl free kick. Remember, he curled one around the wall from a much better angle against New England last week. This time, cross to the far post. Jeff Parke keeps the ball in play, gets it back in, can't quite get it back into the 6-yard box. And at that point, Ricardo Salazar blew the whistle for full time in a 0-0 draw at the Home Depot Center. So 0-0, but the Sounders certainly had their chances in this game, particularly early on. Hurtado, Levesque, and of course Fredy Montero from the penalty spot, but his 4th goal of the season still proves elusive. Brian Perk with the save in his debut in Major League Soccer. But the Sounders are unbeaten in 7 games. It's tied their franchise record, and it's off to Portland we go for the big I-5 derby. Sunday afternoon, Geldwen Field. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. News Talk 97.3 Cairo FM on air with the pre-game show at 12:30. The match is, of course, live to a nationwide audience on ESPN2. I'm Arlo White from the Home Depot Center saying goodbye for now. That has been your recap on SoundersFC.com.